Well, we're taking a live look so far this morning here at our Capitol Federal Sky Camera over Menninger Hill in Topeka. Currently 65 degrees, what that feels like at 65 as well. The dew point at 59 and winds out of the southeast at around 17 miles per hour. Right now a bit breezy in the wake of those storms moving through the region late last night. And here in Topeka and Shawnee County, we did have a late burst of activity, which did lead to a severe warning just a few hours ago between 2 and 3 a.m. Some hail of around ½ an inch in diameter was observed with that, but for the most part, northeast Kansas did manage to escape the worst of those impacts. We saw storms all across the area bringing hail and strong winds. We didn't see any tornado warnings. Other parts of the state further west definitely did, where a few confirmed tornadoes have been observed and were causing some damage there west of the Wichita area. But things are calm here now. We're in the middle 60s for temperatures across most of the area, and all of those storms are now off to our north and east, giving us a break here for much of Monday, but definitely not on the end here of that tail end of severe weather, as we do expect another chance for those storms later on this evening. Rainfall amounts did amount to around 2 inches in some spots, but not really much higher than that. A lot of us getting between ½ an inch and an inch, so we did manage to avoid the worst of any sort of flash flooding threat or training thunderstorm situation where we could have seen quite a bit of some accumulation there of that precipitation. But again, we are going to be watching for yet another risk of some storms later tonight. It remains largely unchanged from yesterday, but another 3 out of 5 enhanced outlook for basically the entirety of northeast Kansas is expected, and most of those same impacts are also going to be observed. We should start to see some storms beginning to form here to our east this afternoon between 3 and 4 p.m. Looks like most of us will end up staying dry though until closer to 5 to 6 p.m. when more of the severe storms are expected to be taking shape, and that will move through the area very similar to last night in a line. And like last night, through the late hours and into the early morning of Tuesday, we will see some lingering storms behind before that severe threat diminishes, and we should be dry here by daybreak on Tuesday, and that will kick off another extended streak of dry weather without any severe chances afterwards. But like last night, large hail looks to be the biggest risk factor here. Could see between 2 and 4 inches in diameter of those hailstones once again over the area. Wind risk is a little bit higher than last night, so more gusty conditions, 60 to 70 mile per hour bursts may be possible, and the tornado risk also appears to be a little more elevated than the night prior. So that is something we're also watching, these red dashed marks indicating the probability of some tornadoes here within a 25-mile point. So definitely something to be aware of. And of course, with more rainfall on the way and heavy rain within those thunderstorms, flash flooding could also be a concern. For today though, most of the day we will be dry in the middle 70s. We'll have a break until at least the evening, but by tonight those strong to severe storms will return. Temperatures will cool down quite a bit though after that, only in the 60s for highs on Tuesday, and we're staying dry and cool probably through at least